Today we're going to learn about glass candy pellet toys on this episode of Antique Bottle Stories. I've seen a few bottle diggers that have found these glass toys, and I never understood what they were. No one really explained them. I honestly thought they were just some knickknacks that sat on somebody's shelf. So it wasn't until I got this interesting bottle that I found out that they're actually containers for tiny candy pellets for kids. According to this article in 1903, Fort Pitt Bottle Works in Jeanette, Pennsylvania applied for incorporation in 1903 to be known as Fort Pitt Bottle and Novelty Company. They were planning on building a glass plant the following September in 1904 and would hire about 50 people. The names on the application were these 6 experienced glass workers. This company made glass novelties, including glass candy containers. There were a few other companies in the area that were making glass candy containers, and they came in all kinds of designs. There were practical toys, like cars and pieces for dollhouses, or baby bottles for baby dolls, and there were also holiday themes, like Santa and the Easter Bunny, war themes like tanks and guns, and these were for kids to eat the candy and then they had a toy to play with afterwards. These glass toys were sold at railway stations, 5 and 10 cent stores, and through mail order catalogs like Sears or Montgomery Ward. The company also patented a finishing tool for bottlenecks in 1905. Fort Pitt halted production in 1909. Here's Fort Pitt Street in Jeanette, Pennsylvania. And here's what it looks like street view. There is no sign of a factory here at all. In 1919, about 10 years after Fort Pitt stopped working, Victory Glass Company purchased a glass factory in Jeanette to make colorless glass candy containers shaped like a variety of toys. It's just assumed that they have taken over the Fort Pitt plant. During the Depression, people couldn't afford necessities, let alone the luxury of candy or toys. Victory Glass struggled financially through the Depression. In 1937, a new company with new owners incorporated under the name Victory Glass Incorporated and purchased the assets to the Victory Glass Company. Soon after it switched to the new company, Victory stopped embossing the name on its products. It was likely too costly to continue during these hard times. It marked its products with paper or cardboard labels like these. The cardboard was actually the plug that held the candy in. During this time, we were heading into World War II, and metal was in short supply, so there are no metal pieces on these during the 40s. Then when we get into the 50s, glass was replaced with plastic. So you can pretty well date these based on these characteristics. A few years after the reorganization of the new company, a former employee of Victory Glass named J.H. Milstein, he broke away to form his own rival company in 1943. Or possibly he was becoming a sales outlet for Victory Glass. J.H. Milstein Company purchased the Victory Glass factory about 1955. Milstein ended up closing up the factory soon after that, and he went into real estate. By the 1970s, no one is making these anymore. So my bottle is a lantern design that would have looked like this one, with a handle, and it would have been hand-painted red. There's still a few flecks of red paint on it. This one looks to be machine-made, but some earlier ones were blown in a mold. Mine does have embossing on it, but it also says Victory Incorporated, which is the new company, so this dates after 1937, but before World War II. Anyways, I decided to find some seed beads and fill it with those to make it look like there's some candy pellets in there again. I wish it had the top handle piece though. So that's about all I could find on this one. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.